Hello guys, today we're gonna see Monsoon. We had a chance to play with him at the beginning of the game with the tutorial, but now let's check out this guy's guns in detail, shall we? We have the Maelstrom minigun, 5 out of 8 points of range, 3 out of 8 points of shield damage and 3 out of 8 points of health damage. It's a pretty good weapon. It takes quite a while to overheat, and it does omni damage, which is awesome. Its S-Tech says it creates a repairing field on the ground. The closest reference that I can find to describe this is Healing Rain, used by the shamans in WoW. It's a pretty good attack. It does have that disadvantage though, because it heals you over time. It doesn't give you that instant boost in health, but it's pretty good. Next we have the Gale Grenade Launcher, 5 out of 8 points of range, 2 out of 8 points of shield damage and 4 out of 8 points of health damage. Now this weapon does spark damage, but you can't actually lock onto a target with it. You have to actually aim with this one. So you really gotta be careful to hit this one, especially because of its S-Tech, which says it immobilizes all targets hit and causes trauma. Trauma is just a debuff that actually doesn't let you switch weapons or forms for a couple of seconds, which is really nice. To the point, this gun, it just says you're not gonna leave, you're just gonna stay there, and I'm gonna hit you with the minigun and you're gonna take omni damage, and I'm gonna heal with it, and there's nothing you can do about it. This guy is sick. Next we have the Atlantean Axe. Now this is a melee weapon, of course, 1 out of 8 range, 4 out of 8 shield damage and 4 out of 8 health damage, and it deals massive damage with its S-Tech to all targets in front of Monsoon. Now this axe actually has a rotation motion. Afterwards it unleashes a couple of whirlwinds in front of Monsoon that travel a fair distance in front of him and damage everyone. It doesn't knock anyone actually aside or up or down or whatever. It just does a lot of damage with it. It's a really good weapon, 4 out of 8 in both types of damage, and his first gun deals omni damage. This guy is sure sick, and he can take the punishment. I mean, look at him. Next we have its activated abilities. Primal Rage increases damage dealing by 60%. Great boost. You can chain it with everything. Next we have the Climate Controller. Periodically repairs Monsoon. This ability actually activates a drone that travels nearby Monsoon and heals him over time, just like it says there, periodically. And but if you switch forms, that drone will go away, so be careful. You need to use that drone fully. I'm not quite sure that this scales with Primal Rage, but you can use Primal Rage and later activate Maelstrom Minigun's S-Tech and then chain it with the Climate Controller for a massive heal. And last we have the Wind Tunnel. This increases speed by 70%. Changing form removes this effect. Now what this does, actually, Monsoon has this afterburners, let's call them, around his shoulder back, which they push him forward. This guy is pretty slow because he's holding that big ass minigun around and that grenade launcher, so he can't run, but you can chain this with the axe and start swinging at everybody, running in front, soaking up the damage for your teammates, taking the aggro, pissing everyone off, and then unleashing the Aztec of Atlantean Axe, dealing massive damage, and then chain everything up to heal yourself. Vehicle mode. This activate ability, Rolling Boulder, reduces incoming damage by 60%. When this is used, actually, everything just comes up like a shield. It's like a scene from Death Race all of a sudden. His weapon is these rockets, 7 out of 8 range, 1 out of 8 shield damage, and 2 out of 8 health damage. They don't deal that much of damage, but they are really long ranged, and not a lot of vehicles have this. You can fire maximum 2 shots, but this is the point. These rockets actually are actually lock onto the target on their own. Just like the rockets of Overlock or Drive-By, these guys lock on and they don't stop until they hit their target. They don't have a special technique because you're in vehicle mode, but who cares? You can just shoot at everything at 7.8, at 7 or 8 range. Who cares? This guy is sick. Let's check out the details to see his subsystem. Mutual Affection. Allies that repair Monsoon receive a whole buff which reduces damage received by 10%. This is great if you have a healer with you, if you have a medic. He keeps healing you, you keep healing him, and the medic doesn't take as much damage as he would normally do. He takes 10% less, which if he activates his own abilities goes up to like 50 or 60%. Now if you look at the right side, you will see that this guy has actually quite a lot of utility on self and quite a lot of offensive and defensive self and group. This guy is great for tanking. What else can I say? He's just a beast. Look at him. Look at him. You're gonna see some gameplay now, and you're gonna understand why this guy's a beast. Have fun, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and share it if you want. You don't have to. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm doing it for fun. Thanks. Enjoy the video.